Hello there and welcome to Bowls 360. Bit of another delay on the Around 12 First Division review of the games that happened last weekend with a free weekend this weekend. I thought I'd just delay it by a couple of days and put out a video this weekend, so I've done that. Let's have a look at the games that were played last weekend and how it's all shaped up for the run home to the finals. Firstly, we'll look at the Premier League. Let's quickly go through the results. Bassendean at home absolutely thrashed by South Perth, 50 shots, 7-1. Mount Lawley travelling to W and also winning away from their home there by 15 shots. Cambridge, another away team, winning there against Manning in a corking game, 71-67, 6-2 to Cambridge. Very handy win for them. Coburn at home, the only home winners for the round, 7-1 winners against Sorrento, and Aussie Park travelling to Leeming and not finding their surface any troubles at all, winning by 38 shots, 7 points to 1. Alright, let's look at the ladder. A few changes at the top there. South Perth, Mount Lawley, Cambridge all jump up a spot at the expense of Manning, who go from first to fourth. That's how close it is in the Premier League at the moment. That sides will jockey around depending on results. So South Perth now currently sitting on top. Fifth place, Bassendean just barely hanging on with Aussie Park. They're now 6.5 points away from the top four positions, so they need to start winning those two teams to keep in touch with the finals. The seventh place side, Sorrento. Eighth is W. Those two teams almost seem certain to finish in those two positions and will play in the challenge game against the one white sides. Ninth is Coburn, who move up a spot. There's some chance also to sneak into that 7th and 8th. They're only 4 points shy of W, 13 points shy of Sorrento, so if they can win a couple more games, they might be able to get up there, and Leeming drop back into last spot. And the skippers, I've gone the top 10 now. Blake Nan sits on top with 10 wins and 2 losses from Graham Wishart, but Blake's superior shot difference there gives him the edge. He's now our current number one skipper. 6 home wins to both of them. That means they're undefeated at home, so that's a very good effort by both of those guys. Christina Van Neerup in 3rd, Ben Leggett in 4th, and Mark Abenell in 5th spot. Turning to white, another visiting team, a few visiting winners this round across the board. North Beach travelling to Joondalup and getting all the points there, 8-0. They seem very strong this year, North Beach, by 27 shots. Manning travelling to Mosmore Park to get 6.5 points, 85-68. North Perth also ventured over to Victoria Park Carlisle, getting 7 very handy points for them, 85-66. The only home side to win, Kalamunda, only just 5.5, 84-77, and Cardinia big winners there at Osborne Park, 104-68. The ladder, not much changed with all those results. North Beach sitting way out in front. They've almost got a lock on that position. Safety Bay 2nd, Kalamunda 3rd, 4th is North Perth. The top 4 will play in the finals. The challenge game finals, I suppose you would call it. Just a reminder there, 1st plays 4th, 2nd plays 3rd, and then the winner of those 2 games will play the Premier League 7th and 8th placed teams to play in the Premier League next year. So top 4 is very handy for them. 5th placed Cardinia, and actually my understanding is 1st and 2nd will just play in the grand final. So top 2 plays in the grand final in white, top 4 will have the right to play a challenge game against Premier League. Cardinia 5th, Manning 6th, Mozzie Park 7th, no change there. Aussie Park with their win move up a spot, Joondalup drop back a spot, and Vic Park bring up the rear. The skippers in white, Mark Duthie is out in front on his own, 10 wins, 2 losses, winning all 6 of his home games, plus 63. Chris Carruthers on his own also in 2nd spot with 9 wins and 3 losses from Safety Bay. Matty Allen, Jimmy Buchanan and Tony Kay round out the top 5 in white. In Blue North, and more away wins here. What an amazing round. Yanchep travelling to Cambridge and winning by 15 shots there, 7 points to 1. Ellenbrook travelling to Mount Lawley, good win over Mount Lawley. They're tough to beat at home, 87 to 59, 6.5 points to Ellenbrook. Bassendean weren't able to travel to Morley and get the job done there. Morley winning there by 15 shots, 6 points to 2. Quinns Rock kicked the sweep of the round, really, 119 points, demolished Warwick, who were on top of the ladder at that stage, 119 to 68, 8-0. That's a huge win. And Wanneroo at Sorrento winning there by 9 shots, 7 points to 1. All right, the ladder, loads of changes here. Wanneroo move up into top spot. Yanchep in the second. Quinns Rocks with that big win jump in the third spot. Warwick with that huge loss fall to fourth. Mount Lawley also dropping back a spot to fifth. Bassendean holding on to sixth place by the skin of their teeth. Ellenbrook and Morley inch closer towards them. Sorrento in ninth and Cambridge in 10th. Cambridge look all but out of it, but really ninth place, they're only 14 points shy of fourth place Warwick, although in blue I think you really need to finish in third. I'm pretty sure, and I'll clarify it by next week, but the top side in North will play for the pennant, and then second and third will have the challenge game against the one white 7th and 8th place team. I have to confirm that. I'll do that next week. I'm trying to find the rules and regs surrounding it with our move to 8 teams next year, so I'm not sure how it's going to work. I've got to look all that up. But at that place, third spot is the spot you're aiming for, and Sorrento only 14.5 points shy of third spot. So they would think they're well within a chance. Only 2 wins off, really. 5 wins, and Quinns in third have won 7. So it's a really, really tight contest in Blue North. Let's look at their skippers. Shane Smith, again, he won the skipper for his division last year. He's doing it again this year. 10 wins and 2 losses. Well done to you, Shane. Outright first there. In second spot, we've got 3 skippers on 9 wins and 3 losses. Callum Arnold at Yanchep is second with plus 63. Sean Wright from Warwick 60, and Butch Dinison plus 39 at Bassendean in fourth. And in fifth spot is Dan Hartzer from Yanchep. And finally, we look at Blue South. Looks like we've got some home sides winning here in South. Dalkeith Netherlands 8-0 winners over Armidale. What a massive surprise that was. Dalkeith were 9th. Armidale runaway leaders at the top there in first, and they've absolutely demolished them 8 points to 0. That's an amazing result. Well done to Dalkeith. Are we starting to see some splinters there at Armidale? I would be surprised, but that gives the rest of the competition some hope that Armidale are infallible for sure. Ross Moyne 7 points to 1, 33 shot winners over Coburn. Cardinia 110 shots, 7-1 over Gosnells. Safety Bay at home weren't able to hold off the visiting Rockingham team, the only away winners for South this round, 6 points to 2, 6 points to Rockingham. And South Perth at home, 7-1 winners over Wilton, 86 to 62. All right, with the ladder, even despite the loss, Armidale still maintain that spot on top, but they're now only 5.5 points clear of Cardinia, who got inched a little bit closer. Rockingham maintain their spot in third, and then we get some changes. South Perth move up into fourth. Safety Bay drop back into fifth. They just swapped over. Rossmoyne hold their spot in sixth. Dalkeith in seventh. Wilton and Coburn moved down a spot, 8th and 9th, and Gosnells in 10th. And just like Blue, the top side will play for the flag and get automatic promotion. Second and third will have the challenge games, and I think at the other end, 9th and 10th will get demoted, and I'm not sure what happens to 7th and 8th with the new 8-side ladder. We'll have to look that up, confirm. Historically it was a challenge game against the second division sides, but not sure how that's going to work. Let's finally look at the skippers in Blue South. Kevin Mackay is still on top there from Armidale, 9 wins, 2 losses, plus 78, holding off Ron Hall from Safety Bay, plus 57, and with also 9 wins, but with 3 losses. The way I sort it by losses rather than shots. Not that it matters, the shots of Darren Rodekis plus 49 won't matter, but that's why he's in third spot. Aaron Gale from Cardinia fourth, and Brad Cole at Rockingham in fifth. Alright, that brings to a conclusion today for our round 12 First Division wrap. Thank you all once again for joining in. I'll be back next week to look at the state singles results that are being played this weekend, and also next Friday, Sachi will be back for the round 13 Premier League preview. Until then, see you all later. Bye.